I'm the female protagonist of a spicy novel. One day, the system tosses me into an innocuous novel to be reformed. What a joke, I turn to the male protagonist. Hi there, wanna make out? He has me thrown behind bars and accuses me of molesting him. Much later, he does even naughtier things than the male protagonists in spicy novels do. Chapter 1. Due to the internet needing a cleanse, the system tossed me, the female protagonist of a spicy romance novel, into an innocuous, pure romance novel for reform. It was hilarious, a reform was not happening. The only reformation that would happen was me changing them. A spicy romance female protagonist would never back down. Since I'd lost the reverse harem in my original world, I definitely had to start a new one here. Thankfully, the system wasn't totally heartless. It made me the most powerful princess in this world. I looked in the mirror at a face that could count as absolute perfection. I asked the handmaiden beside me, given my face and status, I should have 7 or 8 boy toys, don't you think? She looked at me in horror, then tears welled up in her eyes as she stammered, "Why, your highness, how can you say such things?" Man, this pure romance world was terrifying. The first guy I set my sights on was this world's male protagonist, Rowan Gifford. He was drop-dead gorgeous and utterly brilliant. Despite his youth, he was already a member of the Imperial Council. He was basically the most celebrated gentleman in the capital. To tell the truth, I didn't really want to mess with a pure romance male protagonist, but he had such perfect looks that got me right in the heart. The second I saw him, I knew I had to find a way to make him mine. What? I thought back carefully on how I used to make men lose their minds over me. First, I would say something to the man, then I'd throw him a sultry, smoldering look. After that, the job would be done. It seemed simple enough. I did my makeup in a way that made the men in my original world go crazy. Then I changed into the most lavish dress I had in this world. It was a double dose. Rowan would fall at my feet. I strutted out of my manor, ready to accidentally meet Rowan outside the Gifford residence. He was startled to see me upon getting out of his carriage, but he quickly composed himself and bowed to me. He was tall and elegant. The dark red court robe set off his chiseled features. His gaze was aloof as he looked at me. My heart itched with anticipation. Right, I needed to start with small talk to close the distance. "Hi there, wanna make out?" Silence was the only answer I got. Rowan, the man who could stay calm before the Emperor and wouldn't even flinch if the world collapsed around him, froze in shock. To be honest, I froze too. Why did I voice my thoughts out loud? Whatever the more awkward things were, the more I had to stay composed. Next up was the sultry look. I lowered my gaze slightly before looking up at Rowan through my lashes. That was the most smoldering of looks, if I could say so myself. It came so easily to me. His brows furrowed. "Your Highness, your eyes, are you feeling okay?" I took a deep breath. In spicy romance novels, everyone got straight to the point. Nobody threw curveballs, so I said, "Lord Gifford, I'm throwing you a flirty look." Rowan's frown deepened. At that point, I didn't yet realize that, to a pure romance male protagonist, what I'd just done was basically out of this world. So the elegant, refined Rowan filed a formal complaint and had me thrown in jail. Even after 4 hours behind bars, I still couldn't make sense of how things had turned out like this. Normally, by this point, I would already be in the middle of something steamy with the guys I approached. So why was I in jail? I fell into deep thought. My younger brother, Christopher Sable, who was also the crown prince, came to see me. He sneaked in, looking like I'd done something mortifying. "Claire, we can overlook your usual reckless behavior, but how could you do something so scandalous?" He looked pained as he said, "Even I can't help you this time." I was stunned. Seriously, this pure romance world was terrifying beyond belief.
Click the link on the homepage to watch the full follow-up for free.